Welcome back to the King of the Course series, where you guys, the viewers, send in your 24 scale builds and I run them on the indoor course competition style. The top 3 trucks in each class are going to take home some prizes. Today we've got a gorgeous Ultra 24 build from Galo in Alabama. Look at this thing. What a stunner. This is Renegade. It's so gorgeous. I didn't even want to run it. The thing looks so good. He has gone above and beyond with the aesthetics of this build. It looks fantastic. He's also got a number of great performance parts in here. I am super excited to dive into this thing. Let's get into the build. So he's sent along the build sheet here with the truck. He's also got the price of every upgrade, including the total price of the rig, which is very cool. Starting with the aesthetic of this thing. My gosh, the red and the gold all the way throughout. The aesthetic of this thing is 10 out of 10. This is built around the Little Guy Racing Parts Ultra 24 kit. We've got a number of Little Guy Racing Parts supporting components, but let's start with the exterior here, beginning with the wheels and tires. For the wheels, we have the Little Guy Racing Parts license 1552 Turbo Mac HD 1.0 beadlock wheels in this satin bronze finish, wrapped in the Little Guy Racing Parts 63mm Swamp King tires. He's running the rears backwards. We've had a couple of folks do this in the fronts, never in the rear, so this is going to be interesting. The concept here is that you have the sharper edges from the rear of the lugs facing forward. It's going to give you more bite. Those wheels and tires are mounted to the Little Guy Racing Parts brass Super 8 axles. Not only do these look fantastic, they're going to give us a whole bunch of weight down low, unsprung weight with these brass housings. This is a very heavy rig. Feeling it in the hand, there's a lot of weight here. The panels and the accessories all come with the Ultra 24 kit. You guys are making me miss my Ultra 24. I built my Punisher Ultra 24 kit a while back and I've sold it. I'm missing it now after seeing these beautiful Ultra 24 builds. But this kit comes unpainted. He's painted the tubular cage, the gold. He's done the panels red. He has the accents in the back that he's done as well. And then he has these custom Renegade decals on it. Super sharp. For suspension, this is running the Little Guy Racing Parts friction damped 54mm shocks. He's got the springs removed all the way around, utilizing the Little Guy Racing Parts limiting strap up front. Very important when you've got these long travel shocks to control the drop. For a linkage system, the Ultra 24 comes with its own billet aluminum linkage set, the high clearance linkage from Little Guy Racing Parts. He's also got Little Guy Racing Parts stainless steel drive shafts. There's an Emax servo up front. Little Guy Racing Parts aluminum skid. Inside the chassis, it's difficult to see, but we've got a FuryTech Venom brushless outrunner motor. He's also got the FuryTech transmission in there as well. What I don't see mentioned in the build list, and I can't quite see because it's shrink wrapped pretty well, is the ESC. I'm fairly certain that's a FuryTech Lizard Pro wrapped up in there on the passenger side door. Some brass hex extensions in all 4 corners as well. These are Zygo, 13 grams a piece. Brass hexes, they also add a plus 7mm, so we've got a lot of track width on this thing. It looks good though, it's got a nice stance to it. And also inside the Swamp King tires, we've got the Endura yellow silicone inserts. All right, total cost of the build all in, the way he's got it set up here, $550.83. A couple of shout outs here. Galo's Instagram, if you want to give him a follow, at GRCcrawler_. Also shout out to his dad for introducing him to the hobby. Super cool, I love that. His Instagram, if you want to give him a follow too, at PabloECU_USA. Also shout out to his wife, Brielle, for putting up with me and the hobby. Gotta love those supportive spouses, man. Also to Nick and Jordan at Little Guy Racing Parts, and to me at Cape Crawlers, much appreciated. Right back at you, Gallo, because I wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for you guys, the viewers. All right, I am super excited to run this thing. Let's get it on the setup table first. We'll do the corner scales, then the performance tests, and then we're gonna run it to see if it performs as good as it looks. On the corner scales, here we are. 53% front, 47% rear, slightly biased to the right at 51%. I did put a battery in the front here, so that's fully loaded with the battery. Total weight, 622 grams. On the setup table, let's do the RTI first, ramp travel index. Decent amount of flex, right at 17 on the RTI. Now the side hill. 40. 50. 55. So right at 60. Now the vertical. 45. 55. 60. 65. Oh, 68 on the vertical. On the course with Renegade. I'm excited to run this thing. Been running it a little bit. It goes really well. Really dialed. Feels really well balanced. It's pretty wide, so we'll see how that does with some of the gates here, but boy, this thing, near the complete package right here. Talk about looks and performance. This thing has got it. Love the color combo. My gosh. Struggling a little bit on the canyon here. Even with those tires in the back facing backwards, there we go. I wonder if they'd done it backwards in the front, if that would be different. I don't know. That seems to be a good trick. We saw Brandon's Class 2 IR60 build really dominate the course running the Swamp Kings in that style. This gate's gonna be a little tricky. See if I get through there. The width of this might be a bit of a challenge in some of these narrow gates. We'll see. I get that front tire up there. Oh, almost. Oh, geez, I do not want this to go off the table. Be super careful there. This struggling on the escalator here. There we go. Again, where the size is going to be a double-edged sword here. Getting some pushing from those Swamp Kings in the front. Oh, running this on 2S as well. I would have blown that line, but we got up there. Let's try the descent. We'll go down the chute. Nice and flat through there. A little bit of lift in the back, not bad. Very composed through the hot tub. I'll do the side hill. Those Endura inserts doing a great job. They almost feel a little stiff in the Swamp Kings here. Let's go up Hell's Gate. Nice and smooth up there. All right, feeling pretty good with old Renegade here. Some of the narrow gates are going to be a challenge. The escalator is going to be a challenge, like it has been for most rigs lately. But this is going to be a fun one for sure. Oh, got jammed up in there. There we go. One last spin up the canyon here, and then we will get geared up for the official course run. Good job up there for sure. All right, last run with Renegade. Here we go. Learned a lot. We're going to apply it all here. I got to make it count. The escalator is the biggest challenge. I think I've got most of the other lines figured out. But the escalator is tough because of the size of this thing. The width from it really making it challenging. Get that last gate on top of the escalator. That was perfect up that first bonus gate. This tight gate here coming off of the off-camber section, also really challenging. I think if I had a little more steering angle, I could get lined up better. But also that rock pushes the tire off We get through clean that time though, nice. Coming to our second bonus line here for Rocker Knocker. This thing is doing excellent through here. Those Swamp Kings sticking perfect right where I want them to. A little tight through there, but nice clean setup for the hot tub. Then we'll get into the escalator. Try to take an aggressive line sideways. This worked really good on my second run. Get that front tire on there and then shoot it. Oh, it didn't work that time. There we go. Oh, I hit that pin, man. That was so close. Oh, I'm in trouble here, big time. We'll land on the wheels though, luckily. Ooh, that was a maneuver right there. All right, now we lost that gate. See if I can find traction over here. All right, good. We're gonna make it up without having to do a winch. This is where, yeah, steering's a little, not a little, it's a lot sluggish. That Emax is struggling with all that weight, those brass axles and everything. Very composed through there. Setting us up perfect for the third and final bonus gate here. This is another one where I really wish I had more steering to help me kind of wiggle that. All right. Keep the momentum up on Hell's Gate, no problem there. This thing is crushing the Hell's Gate line. Struggling up here at the top. This is where we'll really see it. Hey, I got like no steer in there. This thing's very planted on the decline, giving me lots of confidence to come down here. Perfect. Through Articulation Alley one more time. Almost blew it there. And a great finish right there, 432. The Renegade. Absolutely love this guild from Galo. This thing is super sharp. One of those trucks that's done right from top to bottom with the aesthetic and the performance. He's done a great job with this kit. The Ultra24 looks great anyway, and the paint job and the accents that he's done on this take it to that next level. And I was totally geeking out over this truck the whole time I had it. Like I mentioned, this thing has the performance component as well as the looks. Now, as far as performance goes, it did do pretty well for the most part on the indoor course, besting a significant amount of the lines, but I had a little bit of trouble getting through some of the tight gates. One of the things that held me back, I feel, was the steering. This thing could really benefit from a upgraded steering servo. The Emax just didn't have the juice that I was really looking for to turn that heavy front end. So if we'd had a little more nimble steering, I think that could have done better. I was also very conservative in my drive because I did not want this thing to fall off the table and break. I think that conservative approach may also have hurt us, as I probably could have pushed it a little harder in some of these lines and gotten a better result. But to me, I just didn't want to take the chance to break this beautiful build. So overall, Renegade still performed well on the indoor course, scoring an overall score of -73, which puts it in 15th place in the stacked Class 2. So guys, let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of this build by Galo, aka Renegade? Big shout out to him for sending this truck in. And let me know your thoughts on the competition thus far. We've got about 10 more videos to go before we wrap this thing up. And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.